Okay, so I've gone ahead and done this all up, taped it down. Just printed this out on 4 different pieces so I could get it somewhat big enough. I got a 13 by 13 by 1 inch piece of hard maple. It's the only thing I could find white enough next to basswood, but I don't know how well that turns, so I didn't go that route. My carbon paper is underneath. I'm just gonna sketch the outlines so that I can get it cut out. Close enough. I'll go over it with a Sharpie. Alright, didn't force you to watch it. So anyways, probably same concept as last week's project. I'm going to drill these out. This is only 1 inch thick, so I shouldn't have any problem cutting it with the handsaw. I'm just a little worried about how to do this with it, but I get there. I know Jack doesn't have a round head. He's round at the bottom, and he's kind of got like cheeks, and it goes to a cone head, sort of. So I'm going to go off the center, make my circle, and then probably change where it goes before I can cut it out. I'm going to put a waste block on the back side of it, or on this side of it, whichever. I'm actually going to drill a 1/4 inch hole and put a dowel in it so I can center it and put it on. So most likely I'll do it in this side, and then I'm also going to try to coat with either probably epoxy resin and seal this up before I pour it. Hopefully I can eliminate the air pockets I'm getting in it. So I'm just going to try to paint the wood with it in there to seal it up. So I'm not sure if it's moisture or just air bubbles coming out of it, but it's really irritating to try and fix. And I've watched a number of other people do it. Most recently, Heath Knuckles there, and one he did, I don't know if he used resin or epoxy, but he painted the edge of the wood, and he ain't getting no air bubbles. So I'm gonna try that. Okay, so before I go doing anything else, this should be right close to 13 inches. And I think Jack's got a cone head. So, then of course, you know, we're going to fill that in with black resin, we're going to fill that in with black resin, and we're going to fill all that in with black resin. That's the plan. Let's get it drilled out. Alright, so I've already done most of this here, so I'm just going to run this real quick to show you how I'm trying to clean it up so I don't have all the teeth marks from the handsaw. I do need to go over some of these with a file in here just to sharpen up the points. The handsaw didn't cut very straight, so I'm going to do a little bit of this and then I'll get to sealing this surface here and in here. Try to paint it with a resin. Hopefully I can seal it up before I pour it and then I don't get all the air pockets like I did in the last one. This is already broke just sitting here, so I CA'd it back together onto the old one. Hopefully it stays together. so after some issues, I've turned me a waste block to hold on to with Chuck. 5-minute epoxy did that about 3 hours ago. Should be good and dry. And now I need to get this somewhat flat so I can cut the circle out. And I think I'm going to leave it round so I can do a lip on the plate all the way around before I come down in. I'm just gonna try to take this off best I can with a belt sander. Fastest, easiest way to do it, I guess. And then we'll get over to the bandsaw and cut it out. Alright, so I got to clean a little off the backside to balance this out. Big wad of resin is really impeding how balanced this is. This plywood probably wasn't a good idea, huh? Well, now I don't know what to do. Let me figure this out. Okay. Well, I glued that back together, but I got some pretty deep gouges. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out, but I'm going to hold on to it like this for now and just take my time. So I burned in my name, touched up a few more little spots. This has to come down some, so I need to work on it. It's a little higher than my rim, which I fear is a little small. But anyways, I need to work on this here a little bit. It needs to go down lightly, clean these up, sand it, and get to the finish it, get it flipped over, and barely dish it out. Yep, it's, oh, there we go, Yorkshire grit time. Burr, it's cold out, 25 degrees-ish. For you in the UK, that's like -3 or 4, something like that. But it's a bit chilly in here today, so the heater's gonna come on and off. I have a warp in this that I didn't have yesterday, right about here. I don't know if it's the board still cupping or what. I'm not gonna be able to get it out, I don't think. I should be able to straighten this side out, but that doesn't mean it's gonna get not get worse as I get this thinner, because that's going to take this a whole lot thinner than I wanted. And I'm just going to take my time. It's pretty shiny, other than the black went through it and there's a couple scratches. I don't know why. I'm alright with it. The only reason I put the acrylic finish on it was it seems that whenever you use this, it doesn't really hold that shine for long, so I wanted to keep that. That's the only reason I put it on. I could have skipped this step, but I found that this seals the pores in the wood. You don't get any air bubbles out of the, or in the lacquer finish when you apply it, if you seal it first. The sanding sealer doesn't quite do it, but this does. A couple more coats and we'll be done and look at it. I'm not real happy with the fact that the black resin bled through it. Not a whole lot I can do about it. I was worried about it and it did it. Other than the warp I'm getting out of it, seems to be getting worse as I work on it. And I'm not sure if that's just because it's one big piece and the grain's pulling. It could be. I don't know. But it still looks good. So a couple more coats and we'll get it off of there. You can't really see that, and I don't know if I can get you to see the shine on it. Maybe if I take it off there, we can. There you go. Kind of getting it. That stuff works really good, and it's cured. If you don't know anything about the shine juice, it's 3 parts, equal parts denatured alcohol, oiled linseed oil, and shellac. See, it's almost like a mirror. Well, you can see it. Here we go. There I am. I like it, and the only reason I'm spraying it with the acrylic is just to hold that shine, because it seems like, you know, you touch it and it goes away. And it's just non-yellowing clear. Supposed to dry in 10 minutes before you put another coat on it. I might apply 2 depending on how it looks, but 1 or 2, that's about it. And then run the speed down as slow as I can get it. So it's 100 RPMs, I think. You can't stay on the center too long, so it's kind of quick and then gradually slow down because you gotta catch it all. I'll give that a minute, get another coat on it, get it off the lathe, and take a look at it. Turned out okay. At the back. Puts a little pole barn thing in there. I'm reading it backwards, but you won't be. Pretty thin. I'm happy with it. It gave me some problems. I need to probably sand this again, and it's got a little overspray on it. catch it in there, right there. Well, I don't like that, but I finished it. If you like it, hit the like button. Go ahead and share it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Those of you that are still here, thank you. And for those just coming on, thank you. I'm not sure what project I'm gonna have next week. I'm not gonna do another Halloween one. I do have to do another one of these ones so my daughters don't have a knockdown and drag out for it. But anyways, we'll see you next week. Yeah, of course, I put some pictures at the end, you know.